Welcome back to Thermal Viking. This is season 1, episode 20. This is the last episode of this season. We might take a break. I don't know. It depends on what you want to do before we start season 2.
I'm just here so I won't get fired.
So this will be the last episode in this season. We stopping at 20. We just feel like that's comfortable for us. You know, we're going to start season 2 all right. And we're going to start it off how you like. Hopefully, we really trying to start season 2 off a little bit better, different. You know, we've been looking for critiques, any inputs, and definitely for special guests. I think it's hard to get a special guest.
Why don't you get one of your Detroit guys? They come in all the time in your thing.
Well, yeah, I definitely can bring them on. You know, it depends on if they want to do it or not.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think my sister said she want to come on one day.
Well, yeah, I think season 2 we definitely gonna bring more people into the mix of what we got going on here, because that's really what we're trying to do from the beginning is to inform the black people, you know, the black community, our peoples. You know, my nigga, if you my nigga, you my nigga then, you know.
Together through thick and thin.
For all y'all don't know that's Boosie, the old Boosie, you know, when he was the youngest of the camp, not the new Boosie. Not the new Boosie.
The Insta Boosty.
The Insta Booty Boosty. Girl, let me see. Girl, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
What that mean you watching that video? He told to stick your tongue out.
Yeah.
He said, I'm about to have a heart attack.
Exactly.
I almost died. A heart attack, Boosie.
Okay, we're going to start this one off. What'd you say you want to start about 2020? 2021. I'm sorry, 2021. Because we in 2020. We're in 2020, and no, we do not want to repeat of 2020. Okay, so what do you feel like is to come in the future for 2021?
I think, you know, great things are coming. And actually, 2020 wasn't that bad. I don't know. I guess it just depends.
No, it was bad. When a lot of people died, it was bad.
But people die anyway.
True, but it was... I get it, but I'm saying, like, as many people died this year, may have not have died if it wasn't for coronavirus.
Well, that's true. But I don't know. You know, I'm weird. Like, shit like that really don't. If
it was your time, it's your time.
It's your time. You know what I'm saying? Coronavirus or not. And I think, you know, I think it was bad for the people that didn't learn what they needed to learn at this time. I think, it was tough, but shit, ain't our lives tough anyway? So, you know what I'm saying? I think 2021 would, I don't think it's going to necessarily get to where people think what normal was. But I think it's going to get to a better standpoint. I think we're going to have to really depend on each other. And it's going to seem tough at the beginning because you really don't want to depend on motherfuckers like that. But we're going to have to just to get to the next phase. Because I think with all this shit, I think the destruction of everything going to be a good thing. So I really don't see 2021 being bad. I see it being good. Actually great. I honestly see it being great. I think like I said, people learn. You know how you always had like older people being like, make sure you got money saved and put away for rainy days. This was a long ass rainy day. You know that.
It was a harsh reality.
This let you know you was irresponsible like a motherfucker as an adult. You know what I'm saying? So, and not very educated. And you know what? I ain't mad at it because then at that point when you realize you're lacking something or don't know something, that gives you the opportunity to learn and grow and fix it. So yes, I don't think 2020 was absolutely that bad. Yeah, motherfuckers died. I hate it because, you know, you people miss they people. You don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, lose nobody, but that's all in the matter of life. So but yeah, I think 2021 gonna be it's gonna be good. I think black people and white people gonna have to kind of be like, what color? You know what I'm saying? What color? Color what? You know, so I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be like, you know how people be like, oh, the phoenix rising, I had to climb out of ash. That's what the fuck this shit finna be, because this bitch is a burning. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely burning on the West Coast.
Hell yeah. So, but I think it's gonna be
Shout out to my West Coast people, you know, that's going through that. That's definitely a tragedy.
Yes.
So, if you lost your home or anything else, family, you had to be relocated because of the fires in the West Coast. Definitely sorry for that. But this every year, I think this year it just got out of hand.
Man.
So I know I won't be moving to the West Coast no time soon. And I definitely won't be moving to Florida no time soon.
Hell nah, did you see it was back the hurricane? This motherfucker done. Somebody drove a Lamborghini through the flood or some shit. I'm like, why
would you do that?
I don't know.
You probably need the insurance money.
Y'all see what we mean? Our children ain't
got go ahead.
They ain't got no hearts. They're from the streets. Fuck your business. Fuck your podcast, mommy.
I feel like this. I think 2020 was the awakening. You know, it really helped or showed a lot of people to what's going on.
Yeah.
What's truly going on behind these closed doors, these government offices and these police stations and all of this.
Let's not forget the celebrities.
These celebrities, you know, when people realize this shit is real and this just ain't no TV, no movie, no none of that. A lot of people woke up. Now, there's a lot of people out there still sleep, still stupid, still ignorant. And we can't judge them folks, man. Listen, they got to come to their own awakening about life on their own. Yes, you can try to help guide them now, but doing it in a negative manner ain't gonna help. You know, you can't tell somebody you stupid or you ain't woke. You know what I'm saying? Because woke ain't really necessarily mean that you pro-black.
I feel like this. Now, somebody said this to me a couple days ago, and it kind of snugged me because I realized where it was being thrown to, and I get it. But I think a lot of people be so quick to pass some kind of judgment on anybody, especially when it's not you. And that's how come on. I will. No matter how the situation seems kind of fucked up, I need all the details at least as much as I can consume and come to some kind of rational thought. Because I can't stand getting online and seeing people like make a personal ass post and be like, all these fake woke motherfuckers. Who the fuck is you to decide whether a motherfucker is fake woke or not? You don't know what this motherfucker is capable of. You get what I'm saying? Or you don't know if this motherfucker capable of hearing your goddamn thoughts. I ain't say be scary, but I'm saying don't pass that much judgment.
But see, that's what I was saying. Like, if you feel like somebody not woke and you trying to help them receive an awakening, do it in a positive manner instead of a negative manner, because that would be a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? And just because you feel like somebody ain't woke don't mean that just because you feel that way it's not true. And also, they don't have to agree exactly with everything you agree with to be woke. You know, my definition of woke is to have a better understanding of what's going on in the world. A better understanding of yourself, your lineage, your heritage, your ancestors, as one say, you know, or your background as far as you can go back. Because too many of us as black people can't even go back as far as 2 or 3 generations of family.
Yeah, and then it's the worst part. Now, I can say, you know, me, and I'm just talking about me personally, I am on a spiritual journey. And I'm talking about I want it all. You know what I'm saying? I want to know it all. I'm not at this one point where I believe in a certain religion or hoodoo or voodoo or none of that shit. I want to know every single thing because everything really comes to one. You know what I'm saying? And I think people be so quick to wanna say some old weird shit. If it don't look right, it ain't right. That is some bullshit because how do you know if something is good or bad depending on who did it and why they did it? You get what I'm saying? A motherfucker could kill somebody and it be justified, right?
Right.
Or a motherfucker could kill somebody because they kids hungry, but that ain't justified. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So depending on who it is and if they think it's right, I'm not here to tell you it's wrong. It's just consequences after that.
Right.
People be so quick to want somebody to live up to these consequences in their mind, whether something is wrong or not. That's them. And you be passionate about it like, oh, these motherfuckers is this, these motherfuckers. Who the fuck is you to decide some stupid shit like that? That ain't even for you to do. You ain't sitting on their couch. You ain't crying their tears. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't fucking know.
Exactly.
But a judge like a motherfucker, I don't know. But if that motherfucker decided to do that shit, they have to reap those consequences, not me. And if you felt it was right, accept whatever comes after that. That's how I feel.
That's true. And I think that's one of the biggest stigmas in the black community is that we don't want to accept the consequences for our actions.
Oh, yeah.
We'll murk a motherfucker and be like, man, that nigga deserved it. Okay, but if you got caught, your ass going to jail.
Yeah.
You deserve to go to jail because you got caught.
Yes.
Oh, nah, I shouldn't go to jail.
Be crying in front of the judge.
Mama, please, mama. Sound like the Migos and shit.
And then her ass go,
my baby.
No, the nigga is a murderer.
This nigga 32 years old. You hollering my baby. That nigga ain't been a baby for a long ass time,
That's
mama.
why he whacking niggas now. I know you a murderer, baby, but give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? It's just some old... I don't know. I think, we will hold other people accountable except the person we love, or they'll have reasons too. But I honestly feel like if you do wrong, whether somebody know about it or not, that shit will come to you. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you get caught, you take your motherfucking time. That's all it is too. To so many people, and this the scariest thing though for me. That when somebody do something wrong and they reaping their consequences, what would you do to not get those consequences? Such as that video. Me and you was baffled about that video of that dude getting his ass whooped the other day.
Who?
And shooting in that house. That white car.
Oh, yeah. I think that happened in Detroit. A black dude and his baby mama and the baby. They had the baby in the car, pulled up to a house. I don't know. I couldn't necessarily hear exactly what was going on. But, it was a guy who was a witness, an eyewitness, that said that they got into it because that person, the couple in that house called that baby ugly on Facebook or social media. He didn't necessarily say Facebook, he said social media. Uh-huh. And I guess, they got mad and went over there and tried to confront him. And I don't know what happened when he went in that house. But I assumed the way he felt when he came out and ran to the car, that he got his ass whooped.
He wasn't a victor.
He didn't win, so of course he got mad and do what every young nigga that's doing right now doing. He got that gun out and he started shooting. He started shooting so fast he almost shot his baby mama.
Yeah, that's even scarier.
And I'm like, damn, you don't even care if they return fire your baby in the car. You don't even care if she was standing at the door and you started letting out shots and you almost shot her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't make no sense. If you that hurt over a motherfucker calling your child ugly, then why do you post your child on social media?
If that's the case, now, just hear me out. I ain't trying to be fucked up, but do you need to look at that motherfucker a second time if that's the case? You know what I'm saying? You can't get that mad over some shit and that shit not be true. Mm-hmm. Was the baby ugly? Now, I want to see the kid. Mm-hmm. I want to investigate. But I think it's fucked up that you you had this woman take you here.
Yeah.
You go to this place. You go in to fight, and you went in without a gun.
Yeah, you went in. He went in there without a gun.
And then you get beat up because that's
stumbled out. Stumbled out.
Fail. Pride.
Gone and got the gun. Feelings hurt.
Dusty.
And aired that bitch out. Now he in jail because the police called him.
Wait. Then the bitch titties was on the TV. Shit, motherfuckers was swinging around and shit too. Embarrassment.
Because she was trying to get away from him shooting.
Yeah.
Because at this point, he didn't even give a fuck about shooting her. So, my thing is, was it really about all that?
Yeah. But you know what? I think people, I think just even looking at that situation, we see that shit so much.
So much.
We see it so much, and to the point where, honestly, I was shocked when I was like, yeah, that shit is normal.
But this is what I was thinking. Would whoever lived in that house been wrong for laying his ass down?
No.
Right there, as soon as he walked through that door, they would blow his fucking head off. Would they have been wrong? Because at this point, he has entered their home illegally.
Intruder.
So, the first thing a motherfucker be saying is my baby, and he lived a good life, and they didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that shit. Mm-hmm. If you disagree with somebody because the way your child look on social media, then take your fucking child picture off of them.
I couldn't be...
Shut your page down.
Or something. I couldn't be like a judge, because I'd be mad at like the mom, like, this little nigga fucked up. This... this motherfucker is... Ma'am, like, what's his name? Judge Mathis. He be on people's ass. Ma'am, you a crackhead. You a crackhead. That's the reality of it. This nigga is a murderer. This man was okay with shooting his own bitch. Now she in jail too. Mm-hmm. Because she drove him there.
Why would she go to jail? Right. I mean, she participated in the crime.
No, that's what I'm saying. She even put her I feel like she put herself in that situation. Cause you had to be a mad bitch too to drive him.
I don't know. I feel like you don't know. I'm not gonna judge her because I don't know all the circumstances. Now, for all we know, is he could have put the gun on her and made her drive him
bitch,
over.
drive me over here.
Exactly.
Beat this nigga.
So you really don't know exactly that aspect of what happened. You only know what happened, what you seen on video.
That's true.
So I don't judge to what happened before or what happened afterwards. Really, I just judge what I see, and I really don't even judge. I just view it, And like right now, I'm getting my opinion on it. Like, it really wasn't that serious. And then even as you can hear as the video before he started shooting, it was somebody saying, no, bro, don't do it, bro.
Don't do it.
And he did it anyway.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying? Because at this point, he felt like his manhood had been challenged. Because he lost. But see, back in my days, when we was outside, we used to fight all the time and go home and do that shit all over again the next day. You know what I'm saying? Nobody went running to go get no guns. Motherfucker run to go get their brother. Some niggas run and go get their sister.
Now hear me out. What if we come to the conclusion that losing something is like death to our people?
That's what it is, though. It ain't that if we come to, we already there. We already there. Look at the King Von shit. Like, you can literally see him banging the hell out of somebody. I'm talking about papping them up, pat, putting them hands on them. Then the nigga come from the side and shoot him in the back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, at this point, he couldn't even take to see his homie getting beat up. And that shit all that shit be unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you like, damn, these guys getting put in these situations with this young nigga shit, and they don't know when to quit or when to stop. These guns boosting their head, these commercials, these videos, these movies, these TV shows, all this shit boosting their head to where it's telling them, shoot first, ask questions later, or go get a gun, don't do no fighting. Man, look here, I'm not saying go around here trying to be Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson or nobody. What I'm saying is, every occasion, that you have a confrontation with somebody, don't mean you gotta pull out a gun. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That the whole situation is quite sad because it's so many situations, especially during this time. Anyway, I can say, we have always had a lot of violence, but I think, especially with what's going on, this all or nothing type bullshit. People on edge. Even the coolest motherfuckers is on edge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, y'all do realize that everybody feel antsy. Everybody antsy. You know what I'm saying? So just calm the fuck down. Like, everybody calm the fuck down. But do people want to calm down or want to ignore shit or want to walk around shit or want to just take a step back?
Excuse me. But I look at it like, that's not what they want. They want to be what they see on TV. And the thing is, if you literally doing the shit that these motherfucking rappers say they doing on TV, then obviously your ass gonna be dead in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Now, a lot of these niggas may have been in certain situations, but everything they rap about, they haven't done every fucking thing they rapped about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can literally listen to a lot of them lyrics and you be like, motherfuckers, you ain't did no shit like that.
Yeah. It sound good.
It sound good than the motherfucker. It's enticing almost.
Listen to it.
You almost got me hypnotized. But see, that's the thing. Like, it's like it go back to one of our previous broadcasts when we talk about music frequency. It puts you on that frequency where you feel like I'm my own shooter type shit, or I'm reckless with the pistol.
Nigga, did you hear what Plies said?
Right.
I am this, yeah.
I'm a goon, I'm a this. No matter what it is, all these youngsters out here really misguided and misled. That's why I do like the NLE Chopper. Because he understood real fast in the height of his career, wait a minute, I'm putting out a music frequency where I'm encouraging motherfuckers to kill each other. I don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, I hated that him and his baby mama was going through the stuff that they was going through, whatever. And I hated that, and I'm glad to see that it didn't take away from his progress. And I hated that she was just like, that nigga faking and this and that. Like, you don't get the. What if he's found himself?
What if he transitions to something different?
And I understand what y'all went through. Make you feel how you feel about him. I get that, because you can go through something with somebody and they like, I done found God. And you're like, motherfucker, you ain't changed because of what y'all went through. But don't try to take away from what he doing, because I really like. It's funny saying it, but remember the other day we was talking and I told Tiffany this. Like, when I look at people, I don't see faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see something else, and people don't. Like, sometimes you can tell when a motherfucker ain't right. You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? And to see him doing the stuff that he doing and learning the stuff that he doing and saying the stuff that he doing, it's too many people try to take away from that shit for it not to be legit.
I see a lot of people, that's trying to say that NLE Chopper got a lot of discrepancies, but I don't care because I'm not on the journey with him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not down to that man because I feel like, well, I'm on this journey and he has veered from the path and went to a whole path that ain't even been discovered yet.
Yeah.
And that's our biggest thing as black people. We love to judge a motherfucker situation. You know what I'm saying? So instead of being happy for him, he receiving a lot of hate.
Oh, yeah.
From celebrities, wannabe celebrities like my boy, and all that. So if he ever hear my podcast, I would just tell him, don't give up.
Yeah.
Continue your path. Don't let nobody make you stray from it. Follow it all the way through until you feel like you at the end.
Yeah. But see, it's no different from if you listen to Jay-Z and he's straight up telling you, like, if you know what to listen for, you hear that shit. a lot of motherfuckers will rap that shit but don't know what he talking about, and then don't ever find out what he talking about. But then you got a person like NLE, and he straight up like this, and this, and I'm trying to punch out motherfuckers in the right direction, and you pick apart. That's like you telling somebody, I got a shape of the business, but you ain't got
lotion.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand that. I'm telling you, this is what the fuck I do. Don't tell me what I'm not doing, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Like it or fucking leave it. People are so fucking weird in the mind. It's just like, yeah, you this, but you ain't this. Or I got this, and this, but do you got this? That's stupid. So I'm telling you what the fuck I got, and you gonna ask me some shit I told you I did not have. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it fucks my mind up that people have the audacity to do that.
That's true. Well, I'm telling you now, I support Ice Cube. I like the movement NLE Chop On. R.I.P. to King Von. And my little girl broadcasting on the Google Home. I don't know why. But R.I.P. to King Von, you know, I didn't know him personally. I have came across his music and a couple of his videos and stuff before this even happened. I think and the thing is, I grow to like a lot of these young rappers, and then it turned out they die. So, I mean, I like Polo G, which he part of that little King Von clique. And he moved out of Chicago, and I'm definitely glad because of that. He trying to change his whole life. Mm-hmm. So, you know, people got to understand that no matter what you do or what you be, you're going to get in situations to where things happen in a nature to where you can't control it and you might lose your life. Mm-hmm. Because we can sit here all day and analyze the King Von situation and say, oh, well, what if he didn't do this? What if he didn't go to Atlanta? What if he didn't go to that club? Or what if he didn't have a soft opening for his album? Or what if... It's always that what if, but it's already too late because it's already done happened. Mm-hmm. And who's to say that something else wouldn't have happened along the way before he even made it to that final destination he made it to? He could have had another final destination.
I remember when I worked at Papa John's, I was like, 16? And you know, it was everybody was older working at the pizza joint. You know what I'm saying? You had a couple people that was young. And I had picked up a cigarette, not supposed to be smoking, and the manager was like, you better quit smoking, those things can kill you, while he's smoking a cigarette. And then another person came and was like, but she can stop smoking today and get hit by a bus tomorrow. That shit was so fucking true. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And it rings so true. It's like shit just destined to happen. You gon' die. That's just it.
You gon' die.
You gon' die. But it's the point of when you die, you know, the life you live, was it fulfilled and were you satisfied?
Or do you have your affairs in order?
Or do you have?
See, because that's what a lot of things happening with black people in the black community that don't happen. Mm-hmm. You know, a motherfucker dying don't have no death insurance or no life insurance, as they call it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have nothing to back them up to the burial plans or anything. Because guess what? Everybody black afraid of talking about dying, but they definitely ain't afraid of talking about how they'll kill a motherfucker.
Man. Fish plates.
That's where I'm at with it. Like, I ain't taking no shots at nobody. I'm telling you how it is.
Yeah.
You know, motherfuckers quick to say who need to die or be getting rid of, but the moment you start talking about, hey man, we need to talk about some life insurance, just in case something happen out here in these streets. I ain't finna die. I ain't dead yet. Mm-hmm. You trying to kill me?
Yeah, I think that solidified. When black people start talking about life insurance to people that don't necessarily want to do the life insurance thing, they just be like, it's like it solidified the fact that they gonna die. And that's stupid because you literally setting your family up, because if you don't have life insurance, they gotta scrape monies together to bury you or cremate you, and then if you have it, that should be something your family don't have to worry about.
Exactly.
So, especially if you have children, you got 3 daughters, and they all got expensive tastes. And I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, it should be done.
Well, I have policies. I don't have one policy. I have multiple policies.
Yeah.
And I think, that's where we got to understand to where, yeah, it might cost a couple of dollars out of our check or out of our pockets. But in longevity, it definitely will help you. So I do promote life insurance. I don't have a specific company or brand because I get life insurance through my company that I work for. So, if your company not providing, there's plenty of companies out here that grant life insurance or to help with life insurance for your family. I think we got to quit being ignorant to the fact that we all are going to die one day. I think we definitely should get life insurance. If you ain't had that conversation with if you over 21, your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy, whoever in your family that's over 21 and you ain't had this life insurance conversation, then you dead wrong, because it need to be done. I think too much in our community, we too afraid to have the conversation about our death because we're afraid that means we gonna die the next day.
Yeah.
We paranoid and say, hey, if we talk about life insurance, then we gonna die.
Yeah.
And you gonna die anyway. This is just something to help your family after you gone. Because obviously it's gonna be a tragedy.
Yeah.
So if your family got to miss days of work, because it might not just be for the funeral. If you live alone, they might have to clean out your house, go through your stuff, decide what they're going to do with it, how they going to move it, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't think about that shit because we too busy out here partying. Black people be quick to come to a party and shake their ass. But the moment you start talking about some real shit, they're like, I gotta go.
Gotta start going.
Oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I can't talk to you about that right now.
Yeah.
It's always a detour. And you like, but wait a minute, what why you can't understand this?
Yeah. I don't I'm not too hung up on, like, I used to be afraid of, I'm gonna die, and it was just this nagging ass
Death
thing.
is all around me.
Yeah, true enough. And it's just like, you supposed to, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just
right.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. We supposed to. That is just the cycle of fucking life. And why not prepare your kids for when you're not here instead of...
Or your family,
instead of you passing away suddenly and nobody's ready financially. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, that's what we supposed to do. A husband's job is to prepare his wife as if he died before her. Teach her shit. That's what your mom and your dad was for too. To teach you when you out of my house. But then you do have that situations where you don't, our parents didn't really necessarily, they were just ready for us to get out them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till turn 18 and get out.
So we have to get in the habit of knowing that our children gonna get grown and they gonna move out. You have to prepare them for that. They have to know shit for that. They have to be ready for the real world. Your wives and your husbands, it could go either way. The wives should have fucking policies too. Because women die. Men die. You know what I'm saying? So those things should be in order. Because why would you leave your family a financial burden?
That's true.
Or your kids. Because your kids will get your debt.
They will accumulate your debt. Yes, they will. Okay, so since we on life insurance, what about credit?
Well, yeah. I think that too is a part of...
Right, because we talking about shit that's not talked about in the black community or in the black household.
Yeah.
My mama never sat me down and say, listen, this is how you establish credit. This is what credit mean. This is what you need to do. You need to get your credit up because this is what you can do when you get your credit up. I've been learning this for the last couple of years on my own.
Yeah.
Cause I always bought shit with cash, and I'm thinking, nigga, cash rule everything around me. Creed,
yeah.
dollar bill, y'all.
Wu-Tang.
You feel me? I'm on some Wu-Tang shit. So I'm like, wait a minute. I've been buying shit with cash when I could have converted that shit to credit, and my credit could have been the highest credit could ever be.
Then you call your mama beefing with her. Why you ain't motherfucking tell me? Why you ain't goddamn tell me how to get my credit right? You know, yeah. I get it. Cause she.
So how you feel? I mean, give me the breakdown with credit. I mean, that's what we here for.
I think credit is very important. As you know, you was there. We got together when I was 18. Of course, I didn't have credit, and it was something I didn't necessarily think was necessary in my life. Number one,
neither one of us did at the time.
Hell no. So of course, I was like, shit, I can give me a couple of credit cards, which I did. And I messed up my credit. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely did with no remorse. You know, so I think now being older and having kids and learning what I'm learning now, it is fucking necessary. You have to, number one, your shit needs to be straight so your kids can be straight. They have to know the shit that you know. You cannot expect your child, when you know something, for them to know. You have to sit them down and teach them this shit. You know what I'm saying? Duty, she more stock market. She love that stock market. You know what I'm saying? But she into it. And that's something I will never take away from her because she interested in it. I get it because it's interesting. But for her to be 12 and into the stock market, there might be some wiggle room for her being a numbers person. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I just feel like teaching them about property, learning how to buy things, and I love doing that. If you have this and you can buy this, what would be better? You know what I'm saying? Like if you had so much money, would you buy a car? Would you buy a house? But you own a house, then you own a car, or you have to pay a car note on the car,
or lease a car,
You know what I'm saying? I love doing that shit with them because that let me see how my children think. Mouse, she want a nice ass car.
She gonna be the lease queen.
She gonna be the lease. I charge it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't with that old that shit. She want nice shit all the time. But she don't, but she's still young. So she still got a lot to learn, and I still have a lot to teach. You still have a lot to teach. We have to teach our kids this shit. We can't just grow up and then be like, oh, well, we want
talk
them
about it then. Talk about the credit aspect of life, because you're talking about teaching it and what it means. Talk about what it is that it do. Like, what did you find out about credit?
Credit, goddamn, is king, honestly.
Credit is king.
Credit is king.
How is credit king to you?
To me, if you don't have credit, you're stopped.
Yes.
Because once you get to a certain age and you have kids, you do want to inquire on buying a house. And then you start learning different avenues of things like us having businesses. We actually put forth our own money. We set aside our own money and spent our own money when we could have went a whole different route based on our credit to get a door put in front of us to to open up based off of our credit to get that hand. You get what I'm saying? So now learning what I'm learning and figuring out you have to move here, you can move here, and you can move here as long as this step is where it needs to be. But you have to be disciplined and you have to be rational. We are so irrational when it comes to spending money.
Out the chain. We spend money like a rapper throwing money on a stripper at the strip club.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I'm not judging nobody. I speak from my own experiences here. It been plenty of times I was blowing through thousands of dollars on nothing but bullshit, and I don't even know why.
I used to be looking at you like, look at this man. Look at this nigga.
Like, shit, I got this shit. Why you get that? I don't know, shit. I had the money to do it. You know what I'm
Looking
saying?
at you like, this shit don't make no damn sense.
But see, at the time, I didn't understand because I was young and I ain't know nothing about credit or building credit or credit history or none of that. I didn't give a fuck because I thought cash ruled everything because that's what I was taught. Nobody in my community or my family talk about credit.
But would you have listened if it was presented to you?
Probably not at the time.
I know that's motherfucking right. Because you give people that a straight up lie. Yeah, I would have. No, fuck you.
Probably not. I was wild out there, so I ain't give a fuck what nobody said.
Say, fuck you and that credit on, man.
But the thing is, when it came my time to actually listen, they wasn't willing to say.
Hell no. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
Now I gotta go back to teach your ass shit that I have surpassed.
Right. But I was misled from the beginning, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you misled, it ain't necessarily by who you think it is, because a lot of people feel like they family misled them. No. People you hung around, people you grew up with, people who taught you the negative and the wrong aspect of life.
And one other person.
Yourself. Because you allowed yourself to be as gullible. You know, and that's one thing. Like, man, listen. That's why I told you I talk about church about my grandmama. You know, my grandmama was, you know, we used to go to Bethlehem Baptist Church in North Chattanooga because that's where I'm from. You know, she stayed, you know, like I know, she only stayed a block and a half away from the damn church.
Yeah.
And she used to pinch the fuck out of me because I used to be in there asking questions.
You can't do that.
And I never understood why I couldn't ask questions about what this preacher was saying. You know, and then as I got older, you know, and started going on my own journey, I understood that it wasn't that she wanted me to be quiet. She knew he couldn't answer my questions. She knew he couldn't answer my questions, or he wouldn't. So basically, it was a waste of time. So I'm like, okay, I get it now. You know, I'm way wiser than what I was as a child. Definitely, my mind, my brain has developed way farther than I could have ever expected to have done. So I definitely understood what it was. But to make that long story short, is we have questions, but are we presenting the questions to receive answers at the right time? Because guess what? Can't no pastor tell me shit now because I have already broken down the religion of Christianity. And the religion don't say I gotta put money in the collection plate 8 times a Sunday. Every Sunday 8 times. Don't say that. Not nowhere in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? But that's just how they condition us. They condition us to tell. Man, I was so frustrated when I found out that my grandmama's church had at least 10 pastors and not one of them pastors read the whole Bible. I was pissed. I was like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
How is this? How do you call yourself a Christian or a preacher or a person of God or to deliver God's word when that ain't even what you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
You picking out sermons the match was going on in the damn streets. Man, get out of here.
Yeah.
You're a street preacher. I don't want to hear that shit. And see a lot of people get mad and they say, oh, you know, Christianity is Christian. Listen, I'm not knocking Christianity, but I am not a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody that represent one or claim to be one or feel like they are one to the core of their body. It's much love and respect for you. But for me, I am not a Christian. I am not a Muslim. I am a connoisseur of all religions. And if you don't understand why, then you will never understand what it is. You know, I could say I resonate maybe with Kemet or any other African religion out there or religions that kind of debunk other religions, but it's not even that. I feel like all religion has some kind of wisdom in it. And it has a lot of them have passages that can use or be used in the everyday life.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends on who you are and how you taking it. Mm-hmm. But don't try to convert me because I think that's the problem. You have a lot of people trying to convert you. I'm going to make you be a Christian. And you're like, no, you're not.
And you know what? I don't take it personal because I understand the severity of how it was seen when you turn your back on Christianity. You like,
going to hell,
you going
die.
to hell, you gonna burn. And of course your family don't want you to go to hell and be your soul to damnation. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that was an icky situation. Especially, I was kind of jolted into... I always knew I was different. And I didn't understand it. So it kind of made me embarrassed of myself. And I always seen shit, but I couldn't really necessarily speak on it because it scared my family.
As me.
As you.
As me.
And
as well.
I was kind of like now, like within the last year, I was jolted into some shit I didn't know that I not wanted, but needed. I needed that shit. And it's like, I've been here this whole motherfucking time and it ain't. God. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that pissed me off.
And I ain't messed up with it. I don't feel like it's only a handful of people I owe an explanation to. But I'm only going to go so far. And I'm not going to get mad. I don't need you to understand me. What I want you to do is just respect the fact that you might run up in this bitch and you might get some feels, or this motherfucker might be smoked out, or it might be candles in the goddamn yard. What the fuck ever it may be, respect it. If you don't like it, don't come here.
Agreed.
That's plain and simple. I get it. Hell no, I wouldn't want my child or children to be so-called walking into hell. But now I know what I know. Hell don't exist. Heaven don't fucking exist. You know what I'm saying? And the God that we look at as God or Jesus don't exist with this severity that y'all give it. And to me...
It fucks people up when you tell them how Christianity was created because they don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe it.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you break it down, you like, Christianity was the first set of the law in the name of. You get what I'm saying? And hell no, you shouldn't go against the name of. This is the one and almighty. But it's transmuted into fear.
But you have all these different fractions of Christians that don't even know what's going on amongst each other. Just like I told one black Christian that, did you know that it's a guy in Russia that says he is the return, he's Jesus Christ, he has returned.
Yeah.
And he over there supposedly healing people.
Mm-hmm.
It was a mockery then.
Yeah.
But this is what y'all believe in.
And here's the thing. That nigga might not even be lying. You get
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Exactly. But this is what y'all believe in, right?
Yeah.
The same white man with the brown hair and shit.
Yeah.
This is what you believe in.
Yeah. You know what? People be so quick to, if you believe that shit, why do you feel like you big enough to tell me that shit not true? I can sit up here. I done told you some wild shit since I done motherfucking came into myself, and you like, I believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen some shit,
Exactly.
And it's just like, well, yeah, that was this and that was this, and it's just like, but I be confused because it's like, am I supposed to be scared? You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, how the fuck you gonna be scared of something that's been a part of you all your motherfucking life? You knew I was there. Right. You just chose to fucking ignore me. You heard me.
Okay, now, we ain't got long, so we're gonna end this first half. We're saying this with credit. Because, we left off of credit and went to Christianity because, our conversation leads elsewhere, and I love that about us. So, but I just want to explain to people that in the beginning, I thought credit was bullshit. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought cash ruled everything, but come to find out, it's credit that's king. Mm-hmm. So, last year, my credit was low as shit. Yeah. It was 452, 434, something like that. It was really low, in the low fours.
Yeah.
I got with you. You got information. We learned it. We read it. We studied it. We then turn around. Looking at my credit today on Equifax is 667.
Yes.
On TransUnion is like 660.
Yes.
You know, which that's pretty decent credit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you over 650, you have good credit. You consider good credit.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, you know how I am. I'm trying to reach the top. I want to have 800.
Yes.
You know, I'm trying to get up there in the 800s.
Yeah.
So I got to continue to work on my credit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you aid me and help me and me listening, because in the beginning I did not listen because I was hard-headed because I'm thinking cash rule everything around me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? That shit don't mean nothing. But then if we trying to buy a fucking house, that's one of the main things is required is for you to have good credit.
First, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. But I agree with you. You know, sometimes you don't want to listen to certain people because who they are in your life. And you think that they could be wrong. But sometimes it just takes a listen.
Nah, I think for a lot of people it's not about being right or wrong. It's that it's the nuance of what you're doing. So everything coming to you never heard it. You never really had a conversation about it. Nobody really sat down and told you need to build your credit up.
Yeah.
And if they did, they didn't explain how.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was dealing with. I heard it before, but I didn't know how.
Yeah.
I wasn't taught how. And then me and you sat down and you like, look, listen, you need to do this. This is how. We need to figure this out. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay.
No.
I'm like, okay, so we figured it out.
Yeah.
So that being said, you know, when it comes to credit, I think more and more black people need to have that conversation about building, repairing, and fixing your bad credit or no credit or whatever it is you have to do in that aspect of credit. Mm-hmm. We need to start working on credit. That way, for me, it's about ownership. Mm-hmm. You know, and I lease fucking cars. We've been renting for years. And now I'm like, you know what? We get these folks bands a year. Mm-hmm. You don't realize you done leased a motherfucking car for 5 years.
Yeah. You
been renting for 20. Mm-hmm. You know how much money done flowed through you because of the lack of ownership?
Yeah.
We don't look at it like that, but when somebody set you down to break it down and be like, look how much money you done lost, boy. You done lost almost $1 million.
Look and see. You gotta open the eyelids. Look and see. Open them all the way.
And you like, nah, I ain't lose that much shit.
Add it up.
All the cars I done lease. Mm-hmm. All the places we done rent from. Mm-hmm. That shit damn near a meal ticket. Mm-hmm. That I could have bought 2-3 motherfucking houses with that much money. But see, we don't sit down. We don't listen to that because we been conditioned to keep doing the same shit over and over and over. We don't want to change our routine because we feel like if we change our routine, it's going to hurt us or we may die or lose. But at this point, if you already losing, you can't do nothing but win.
Yep.
So I advise y'all to start having these conversations with y'all kids. Mm-hmm. And also, we didn't even know about credit transference. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? They don't teach that in the black community. These fake ass pop-up credit, we'll build your credit companies don't tell you that. Yeah. They don't tell you can put your family and your kids on your credit and your credit to transfer to their credit. Mm-hmm. But that's another thing we have to start spreading this information because I'm not charging nobody to hear this podcast. Mm-mm. So whoever listening gonna say I didn't. If they didn't know, they gonna say I didn't know. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
And it's simple as putting your kids on your credit card. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. You the primary card holder. Your child or your wife or your sister or brother or mama or daddy, whoever, they the second primary holder. Mm-hmm. That's as simple as that. That'll make their credit jump. If they don't have none, it'll establish them credit. Mm-hmm. And if they've got bad credit, it'll help rebuild some of their credit.
Yep.
I'm going to end like this on my end. Don't shy away from these conversations. Don't refuse to be knowledgeable when it comes to bettering your life. we not just working on credit, we working on other stuff in the mix. And once we complete it, we'll be spreading that too. It's not a secret. We're not hiding anything. I just want to have proof of concept, because that's how I have to deal with my people, because they don't understand. If I show them my credit jump from 4 to almost 700, they ain't gonna believe me until they see it.
Yeah.
Then I show them, I pull up Credit Karma or whatever, it don't matter, whatever credit app that's out here, and show them the jump, and they like, oh man, how you do that? And then you tell them, then they understand it. But telling them before you have any proof, they're not gonna believe you.
Yeah.
But see, we got to get out of there, because I shouldn't have to prove to you something that's a fact. When you can go and search online all these different ways of how to fix your credit, instead of going to these credit card companies and they telling you, oh, well, you know, we a credit repair company, we'll buy your credit. No, they don't. All they do is drain you. All they do is drain you until you ain't got no more money. Then when you can't pay them, they're like, well, we can't fix your credit. So now you back at square one.
Yeah.
So your best bet would have been building and fixing your credit on your own.
Yeah, jump into some books, man. I ain't never known of people so afraid of fucking books. It's like giving a vampire some garlic or some shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Read this motherfucker. It's
like getting a cat wet.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying? We got to start reading, folks. We got to start understanding and spreading this knowledge. And quit being selfish and stingy. And quit being naive and gullible and ignorant at the same time. Get in these books. Share these books. If you got a book on credit, you done mastered it, give it away.
Yeah.
Give it to your little cousin, your sister, your brother, somebody. Tell them, listen, learn this. This you gonna need this for your future.
Yeah.
If you plan on having your own home or starting your own business. Because guess what? Businesses, real legitimate businesses, go based off credit too. Now, if you're an entrepreneur and you just have the ideal or not necessarily the aspects of a business, you just pretending that you have a business and make money, it don't matter to you. And I get it. You know, I'm not trying to force it on nobody. I'm just telling you, if you want to be legit, these are things you need to know about.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to end on that note. You got anything else to say?
No.
We'll catch you on the second part. This is the first part of the last episode in season 1, episode 20. We finna gear down, take a break, and we'll come back with part 2, you know, which we don't know what the topic gonna be. It be random. So get ready. All right, this part 2, season 1, episode 20, last episode in the season. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to get to a serious point right now. You know, it's a lot of stuff happening in the world. You know, obviously coronavirus is number 1. You know, but I want to talk about the senseless killing of these young folks. We gotta do better. We gotta start quit killing each other, man. You know, every time I look at my phone, I see another young brother done died. You know, and then I see some other young brothers saying what they gonna do, and some other young brothers teasing them brothers for they person in their camp or crew or said whatever died. And I definitely get it, because you live by it, you die by it. But I think that's the problem, because we've been living by this way of life for so long. We can't change it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that died, especially with this Chicago drill shit, in Atlanta, and even in Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? In California, you know, all these folks dying, man. I'm telling you, you can't really be mad, because this is what they learning, this is what they taught, this is what they teaching their kids. You know, I seen a video of a young brother teaching his child, You know, shoot him in the head. That's how you kill him. Little boy hadn't been no older than about 4 or 5. And I'm like, damn, that's what you choose to teach him? Why not try to teach him to get up out of that motherfucker? I don't know. I think it gotta stop, man. We gotta quit killing each other. It gotta stop, man. You know, I don't take no sides, you know, when it comes to anybody with King Von or LBG Duck or Tuka or any of these brothers that done passed away, you know, in this gang violence shit. You know, I don't take no sides because it ain't no side for me. I just don't want to see no more black folk, no young black man die. You know, I want to be an older black man to see younger black men be my age. You know, I don't want to see these brothers die no more at the age of 18, 21. Sometimes younger than that. You know, it's sad, man. It's sad, man. You can't do nothing but say, damn. Because it's like another one. We lost another one. We lost another one. We lost another. We got to quit losing and we got to quit taking each other.
Absolutely. It's sad to see because in order for a black man to make black kids, because a lot of them have kids, a lot of kids at that, you leaving that behind.
Yeah.
You leaving that behind, and
it's another generation of the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he gonna grow up try to be like his daddy.
Yep. And ooh, the girls, these little fillies is off the chain. It's sad. It's sad to see, but
then too, you gotta keep a nigga like T.I. old police ass boosting that motherfucking out of shit. I that shit just irked me. You know, like, I ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, in these streets. I am gonna protect myself, but I'm not with the gang shit, you know what I'm saying. I done evolved past that, you know, no shot. I ain't taking no shots at nobody that represent anything. I'm just saying, like, that shit ain't recognizable once you get that time and you gotta deal with the motherfucking folks in that cell. You know, that shit don't really matter because these motherfucking folks crooked. They'll see you a blood and put you in the cell with a whole bunch of Crips. So either you gonna die or you gotta goddamn do what the fuck they want you to or whatever. However you survive, you gotta figure out a way to survive.
yeah.
And they play like that. And you people gotta understand, like, why not look at it as it's another black man that been placed in a cell with more black men.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of making these colors, dying over these colors. That shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day. What did you gain from this? You know, we dying over these sets and these neighborhoods and these streets. Do we really own these blocks? Do we own these apartment complexes that the police come in and raid and lock everybody up? No. So we have to think bigger. Now, I'm not saying that some of these young brothers didn't think bigger in their situation. I'm saying that they dying too young. That's what I'm saying. So this ain't to offend nobody, you know, or my earlier broadcast. If you find anything I said offensive because I didn't say this side or that side, it ain't no sides for me. It's young black man dying for me. You know, so don't pull that old you show love to this side shit with me because that ain't what it is.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, too, y'all, just I always been how I feel today. You know, this ain't nothing new. We, as black men, looking at it from a black man's standpoint, you know, I got 2 brothers still, 2 I know of, certainly, and they on 2 different paths, right? And one I love so much, and the other one I don't, compared to his upbringing. And I ain't being fucked up. I wouldn't trust that situation. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, his upbringing caused him to be who he is today. It's a rocky one, but it shouldn't have been how it is. It shouldn't have been how it is. And a lot of these situations shouldn't be how it is. These young guys are literally every day. They ain't even gotta do shit wrong. The police is a target on their back. But then they go a street over. It's a different target. But it's a target.
Mm-hmm.
So you got true enough what people would authority. Let me say that, because you know it'll be white man this, the white man that. But I seen a couple of black cops stop a nigga out real quick. Was that racially driven, or was it? You know what I'm saying? What the
blue lines? The blue lines.
The blue lines. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's too many. And then too, you know, you have women at a standpoint that will distrust the black man if need be. Yeah.
Set them up.
Yeah. So it's too many things pointing at us as a community to where, why would we, if we fight in the whole fucking world, why would we have to fight each other? Why would we have to do that? But hurt people. I don't give a fuck what kind of people it is. It is dumb. But it resonates with me more because it's my black people. And it's fucked up because y'all niggas was close enough to know when such and such got an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Or know when somebody got a new bike or some shit. And that shit fucked up because y'all can pinpoint with precision where he lived, where he grew up at, who he knew, who he talked to. You know what I'm saying? But then y'all grow up and it's like, I don't know, it's fucked up because it's just weird. And you had these young boys, like, what's his name, that NBA boy?
NBA young boy.
He got 7 kids. And the other day he did a interview with Academics, which I'm starting to look at that nigga a little sideways.
I always look at Academics sideways because he boosts a lot of shit that happen with these young rappers.
Yeah.
And that's what need to stop too. Mm-hmm. You got these niggas in the middle that claim that I don't take no sides, but then be boosting and asking them about their rivals.
Shit, yeah.
Well, what about him? What about him? I mean, like, of course he gonna be, I don't fuck with that nigga. Of course that person here, they take offense to it. Gasoline. Here we go, instant beef. So he love to throw gasoline on the fire.
Just think about, NBA YoungBoy having 7 kids. What if something happened to him? More than likely his kids will be well financially taken care of, but should those mothers be trusted without a father? But then that niggas be just saying some crazy shit. Should that nigga be trusted? It's a dip in and dip out game. And then we get back to that point of we gotta be better. We have to be better as a people.
As a man, you gotta grow up and realize is man shit you gotta do. But see, these niggas try to live by that rap that they rap, and that's what happened to a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know, a lot of them live by the gun, they die by the gun. They talk about being ops and shooters and killers and murderers and then get killed and murdered. You know, I'm not saying the shit right, but I'm saying that's what you spread.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you, you have to accept it. But what I want to do is try to get these young folks to stop doing that shit, man. Because, I mean, it ain't getting us nowhere in life. You know what I'm saying? We got the young mans out here killing each other. We got the young women out here setting niggas up and doing anything for $1 with these young niggas and then ended up in fucked up situations. Sometimes they getting shot and killed in a situation but just by being an innocent bystander. You know, it ain't always them setting a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? They could have just been with the nigga that day, and the nigga that shot him was like, well, fuck it, I'm taking her too. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to stop that shit at some point. Some point, one of these young folks gonna have to say, listen, we out here dying too fast. We got to quit this shit. You know, I'm a strong believer of protect yourself and your family. True enough. But you don't see me out here, you know what I'm saying, run around with guns and shit, trying to rob folks or set folks up or retaliate against some shit that happened way back when or none of that shit. You gotta let that shit go.
I think we just talked about this in the last podcast. People don't want to let shit go, no matter what. Like, it can be fucked up. They don't want to let that shit go. It could be so small, and it's like it's this big ass thing that you gotta do something bigger to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, people. Like, when you take somebody's life, you take a motherfucker life.
Mm-hmm.
But we are so okay with that. We are okay with
when it come to blackness, we are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ask a young nigga like this, when I come in contact with him, you know, no shade, no disrespect. We quick to kill each other. I don't see nobody out here putting no bullet in 6ix9ine. And he definitely need a bullet in his ass. You know, I ain't really promoting no violence. But I mean, dude sit there and fuck with everybody, man. Dude fuck with everybody. You know, and it ain't my place to jump in young nigga shit, and I understand that. But I want young niggas to goddamn be smarter and live longer. You know what I'm saying? I wish a lot of these young guys was just starting their rap career and died. So if you ain't even got a album, you just got 3 mixtapes. You try to drop an album and get killed. Now all of a sudden, that's all you got. That's your legacy.
And you know what? People forget about dead people quickly.
Hell yeah.
Quickly.
This time next year, most of them young boys who died, ain't nobody really gonna be talking about, because there's gonna be some more shit going on. And that's the sad part about all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these youngsters dying too fast, man, for no reason. And then when you try to sit them down and talk to them, you can't talk no sense into them. Hell, they be ready to shoot your ass. You be like, hold on, bruh. Don't shoot me. I'm just trying to help.
Eat a dick, old nigga.
Right. That shit be on some boondock shit.
Yeah.
Be like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to disrespect you or what you claim or what you represent or none of that shit, bro. I'm just saying, nigga, you don't deserve to die young.
But given where we come from, help could look like a threat.
Yeah. Because that's how we was taught to perceive help as a threat. Especially when it comes to somebody telling you when you about to do some dangerous shit or some criminal shit and telling you not to do it. They a threat too. And you like, but it's not. It really ain't. Because if you look at it, they just don't want you to die or go to jail.
But also too, remember, man, you was having a deep ass conversation, and you was like, I just don't understand it. And I was like, Squeaky, you cannot save somebody from themselves. They will destroy you.
I get it. I definitely get it. Like I said, I think, you know what I'm saying, if I was trying to sit down with a young nigga, he liable to try to shoot me because he don't like what I'm saying. Because that's what it done came to. You know, somebody disagree or don't like what you saying, then you gotta die. And it's like, but it's just words though. It's just words though, bro. Let that shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not what they doing. They like, oh, he disrespecting my homie, I'm gonna kill him. I'm like, damn. Niggas is saying this shit online. These youngsters saying this shit online.
They don't hide it.
No.
They don't. They have no. It make me so angry because if you can take a life, you can certainly make one, right? That thing right there show you what kind of shit you hold in this world. What the fuck do you do after you know that shit? A killer? You did this was just, and you don't care who know you did this shit. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where killers did not tell, hey, they tell you when they fence to do some shit. Like, I'm finna kill this nigga. What?
Yeah.
And then you got motherfuckers like,
Share.
Hey, such and such said they finna kill
They on their way to get you. You know what I'm saying? You like, wait a minute,
and
though.
motherfucker be like, no, he not. Yes, he is. He coming. All right, I'm waiting on him. You waiting?
Tell her pull up. Tell her pull up. I'm ready. Me and the ops out here. You like, man, come on, bruh.
But you know what's even more fucked up? Lil Wayne had a rap a long ass time ago when he said, murder ain't funny, but we do love to laugh. That's some strong ass shit, because we are some motherfuckers that can see the worst shit I remember one week I seen like 3 bitches get their heads cut off. Like, watch this shit. And it was just like, damn. Oh well. Next scroll. Next post. Seen the motherfucker get shot in the middle of the street. Next post. That shit don't faze you no more. Cause it's every fucking where.
No, you been programmed by you desensitized. Like you don't feel it no more. You know, you don't have no remorse or no sympathy or no empathy for the situations no more, because that's all you see. So it's expected. You know what I'm saying? It's become part of our culture now. And I'm telling you, when I was little, it didn't used to be like this. Man, listen, real talk. It did not used to be like this. I mean, I understand I'm going back on the old days and them shit's gone. Yeah. But I'm saying the way we were, we beef with motherfuckers, definitely. Man, we had to fight. We had to fight everywhere you went, even in with each other in the neighborhood. You fight, let it go. If you see him the next day, y'all still mad at each other, y'all fight again. Shit, not no more. It's like, shit, he said something on like, I'm finna put a bullet in his ass. You're like, what?
Yeah.
And then too, the way the music industry is, it done hyped up these youngsters to where murder is now part of a persona.
Yeah, I love a couple of songs where, you know, Bobby Shmurda, my cousin, like for real. And shit, that nigga talk about shooting a bitch quick.
But will he be who he is if he truly didn't shoot somebody? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. A lot of these guys, when nobody pay no attention to these guys rapping, if they actually didn't do some kind of criminal activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I understand, they got a lot of people money and fame. But they dying young. Yeah. They dying young, going to jail. Just like what Bobby's still locked up, ain't he?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not saying that it's like it's confusing, because when you talking, you don't want to say the wrong thing, because I don't want to piss off you young niggas. Like, be honest with you, if you listening to me, I don't want to piss you off, because listen, I don't want nobody trying to shoot me or me have to shoot nobody over this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, how you doing, sir?
Right. How you doing, young brother? Young brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no smoke, as the young folks say. Yeah. I'm not looking to gaslight nothing. I'm just saying we need to get to a point to where we move more intelligent and we stop this senseless killing of each other. Don't be so quick to get, like they say, in your feelings.
It's like watching.
Because that's what it is. That's what I mean. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, this might ruffle some feathers, but a lot of them are too over emotional. You been raised by your mama, so she taught you to act like a woman. Yeah. So don't take offense to it, because guess what? I had to shake my over emotional shit, because I was raised by my mama too. But see, they don't see that shit until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga doing 25 to life, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, nigga doing a lot of time, he like, oh shit, man, the only reason why I acted like that, because I was raised by my mama. I shouldn't even be like this, man. I want to change my life. Shit, it's too late now, because you behind bars and damn near till you die. And it's crazy, because you will get a young nigga that'll do probably 20, 25 years to get out and do the same shit that got him back in there and get 20, 25 more. So you get out when you damn near 50.
And it's so fucked up, because just looking at the crime written part, you know, I hate that shit right there. Because how the fuck you gonna name that shit crime written and when that's all the fuck you gave me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I get it. Like, you know, we had a conversation one time. You was like, I was like, shit, I ain't too fucked up with a motherfucker doing what they gotta do to live, period. It's just consequences to it, you know? And just the point of a person selling drugs from the selling drugs aspect, that motherfucker is a thinker.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this product and I'm gonna serve all the babies. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't get to the women. You can't be fucked up with that. But how can I give you something else?
Right.
Can I show you something else? Let me show you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's fucked up because it's like you can't, or do you? It's like you can't force somebody into something. But it's like I need you to go here. I need you to go here. But then you get that. You can lead a horse
to water, but you can't
make them drink. And it's like, man, do you realize the shit that you doing? If you apply that shit to some other shit, you can be better. You can do better. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up because you can put a nigga behind a computer, don't know computers at all, but can motherfucking do some shit. Females, man, these women out here, hell yeah, they some motherfuckers. But then they like robots too. They will destroy you. But you do have some women that's good women. Mm-hmm. But become a destroyer because of whatever the fuck they done been through.
That's just like I seen, Asian dog posting all that shit. To be honest with you, I feel like she doing that shit for attention. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that she might not miss that man or didn't love that man, but what the fuck Twitter and Instagram gonna do for you?
That's another thing I get frustrated with. I only had one death that when the Facebook era was up. It wasn't Instagram or nothing like that. My cousin Ladarius passed away. And of course I damn sure wasn't on no social media. But it seemed like people have to, like, I can't, I was fucked up when Ladarius died. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't close my eyes. I was just there, just existing. And I just can't see how I've seen people like go through a sad situation and be like crying and making a video, and it's just like, how does this even go hand in hand? Because when I'm sad, I gotta go to a quiet place, no device, no lights, no nothing. But I guess people, and you out now, we in a zone to where everything has to be shown.
Yeah.
Even
show
if you
your
don't
sadness.
know these people.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren London, when Nipsey Hussle died, all that shit crushed me. I was sad, and I don't really get sad about shit like that. I was crushed because it was like she didn't get on social media or nothing like that. But when she finally did, it was months later, and she was like, I understand death, which I can see that shit. But the first person she went to was Queen Afua.
I love Queen Afua.
Oh, me too. And she went through that process because she lost a part of herself. Nothing was for show. Mm-hmm. Nothing was for show. She gave herself time to grieve. She went through it instead of going around it with them thumbs. You get what I'm saying? And to have somebody to guide you, such as Queen Afua, with her precious self. You know what I'm saying? There's one woman that has healed the earth, period. Mm-hmm. And to be able to lean on somebody like that going through such a traumatic ass experience. You saw this man dying on camera. And everybody was okay with sharing it.
A lot of folks dying on camera.
Yeah, that's all you see now. That's all you see now. We don't even need CCTV. Mm-mm. Niggas just got fucked.
We got Negro TV. Yeah. Shit, niggas recording everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Popeye, nigga, I pulled my phone out. Yeah, I want to make a statement. I pulled my phone out and I caught them. And, at first they was fighting. Then they went from fighting to shooting. And I wanted to duck, but I was froze. I was being in the moment of the cameraman. And you like, what the fuck, niggas? You fucking retarded.
Childish Gambino said it best. This is a tool, and it's absolutely, your phone is a fucking, people put themselves in danger to record.
Yes.
To fucking record. But won't motherfucking elevate themselves to learn from that motherfucker. They'll do everything in their power to motherfucking do some wacky shit with their phone. Dodge bullets and some more shit.
Right. Don't dodge bullets. Just stand in the middle of the fucking gunfire just to record. Seeing the shit done. I'm like, this motherfucker wild.
you know I'm nosy as hell. The other day, the girls was sitting on the patio. You know, our crazy ass neighbors behind us. You hear this bitch, they always fighting. Put it down! Put the gun down! I'm listening. I'm like, man, come on, let's go in the house. I ain't even here no more. I ain't no telling what these motherfuckers. Ain't nobody, I could see the whole scene. Nobody got no shoes on. Somebody had a baby on their hip and shit. Like, come on.
The motherfuckers get the organ every weekend. I
Every
swear to God,
fucking
they get back there and get drunk and get the organ.
Every fucking weekend.
But see, them white folks problems. So I don't mean, you know, no disrespect to my caucasoids out there, but you know what I look like trying to break some white folks up.
Man,
I'll be the one to get shot.
Yeah, nigger.
Right.
He got a gun.
It's a nigger coming across the field, and then I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm just trying to help y'all. Bow.
Papa, go get the musket.
Right.
That motherfucker could be burning down. You know who ain't gonna grab no goddamn bucket? Me.
I ain't getting in there. That ain't my business. Like I said, in one of our first podcasts, you know, tornadoes had hit Tennessee pretty hard. You know, and it tore up our area pretty bad. We was out of power for like a week almost. You know, and we live in a suburban neighborhood, so you know, all the neighbors was communicating with each other, checking on each other, you know, giving each other water. Nobody came and knocked on our door, of course, because we are a African American family, so they was like, fuck the black folks.
And you know what? I was cool with it too. But you know, we preparers.
Yeah. So we was ready for shit like that.
We always ready for shit, natural disasters. Shit, we've been going through natural disasters shit since we lived in Chattanooga.
Tree fell in our house before. It been so much fucked up shit happening.
So I ain't fucked up with it, but I mean, I was okay with it. And you know what too? I think where a lot of black people go wrong is they don't know where they stand because they don't so much so like theyself. So when you get into a neighborhood like this, like I wasn't too keen on motherfucking speaking to nobody because I want to live where I live. You know what I'm saying? We got our cameras every motherfucking where, so we can see a motherfucker coming. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we equipped, and we ain't finna go for no bullshit. I don't give a fuck if you're a neighbor or a motherfucking passerby. You look funny, you gonna get treated funny. And that's all it should be. Black people love to go into different communities. These motherfuckers don't want you there. Prepare for them not wanting you there. Be prepared. But you'll be in the hood and you'll prepare your whole goddamn house for not being wanted there. But not in a white neighborhood. You get what I'm saying?
I agree. But my thing is this, like, in different atmospheres, you have to act differently. Like, I know we live in this middle-class suburban neighborhood. I know where I come from. I'm not finna throw a massive-ass fucking party. I'm not finna be outside drinking and smoking so when the police roll up, he finna lock everybody's ass up. I'm not finna do these things that is a normality in the hood. Mm-hmm. And that's something you gotta understand when you go from being in the hood to middle class neighborhood where you trying to own and buy property. You can't do that hood shit no more, bruh. Shooting on New Year's and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Nigga, it's quiet out here, nigga. They gonna hear you shooting, call police on your ass.
And they gonna know it was the neighbor.
Right, they gonna know it was you. Cause ain't nobody else motherfucking shooting. But see, these are the things that has to occur for you to survive. Well, see, for me, it's about survival. It ain't about am I scared or am I not scared. Nigga, you can get high in the house. What the fuck you mean? Like, you don't gotta stand outside in front of your yard and get high and let these folks know you smoke.
Yeah.
You can tote as many guns as you want to. Nigga, don't be out there waving guns and shit like you in the hood. That's what we gotta understand. We gotta understand the different circumstances that we put amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I know a person that moved into a neighborhood like me, a black person. And the nigga went to jail because guess what? He was out there kicking it with his buddies and getting high and shit. Somebody called the police. I smell marijuana. You know, in Tennessee, it ain't legal yet. Shit, we in the South, we'll be the last people to legalize weed for all y'all that don't know that. Tennessee and the South is the last area in the United States that change anything when it comes to the laws. So weed ain't legal down here. So if you out here smoking and your neighbor smell it, guess what they say? Oh, well, my kids was outside, so I had to call the police. You can't be mad at them because your dumb ass should have been getting high in the house.
But you can't, when you talking to people, man, they don't be wanting to hear that. They don't want to hear shit is their fault. Nothing. You could be a fucking terrorizer. Well, you know you was terrorizing motherfuckers. Man, it's their fault. No, motherfucker. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You was a motherfucker.
That's just like this location shit. Motherfuckers sharing their locations, where they at. Talking about they ain't scared, they ain't high. Motherfuckers dying like that. Quit sharing your fucking information, man. Fuck that. Ain't nobody gotta be scared. Nigga, if you want me bad enough, you'll find me. It's just that simple.
You gotta look, goddamn it.
It's just that simple.
Even with us moving to a different city, I don't even tell like our family like I'm coming to town and such and such. I'm here. You know, when you was coming, I'm here. Is you want us to see me or not? Because I will skedaddle real quickly. It's in and out, goddamn it. Even though we ain't got no beef with nobody or nothing like that, it's just, I don't know, people, it is weird that people just be so quick to be like, I'm here, I'm this place, I'm that place. Motherfucker, do you got enemies or not?
Exactly. I don't know. I think it's a social media movement with the younger folks. They got to tag and share their location every time. Oh, we at Benny Hunters. We went for Benny Hunters. We at the mall now. We up in Foot Locker at the mall. Like, damn, quit telling every aspect of your life.
That shit disgusting to me.
I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Only time, listen, I get up, I be like, listen, I'm finna make drop-offs in the city. Holla at me. That's it. I ain't finna just be like, oh, yeah, I just got Chattanooga, I'm over here. Oh, 10 minutes later, I'm over here now. You know, I'm not finna do that. If you want to meet me, call me.
It's funny because when we first got together, you know, you always tell me you don't sit still in one place not long at all. So that's always just been
You will
habit.
die. You will die. I'm telling you.
It's always been a habit.
In my neighborhood, if you sit still, or my city, you sit still in a long ass place too long, you will die.
Become predictable.
You know what I'm saying? Because too many people start to have eyes on you, and some people have negative thoughts. Some people feel like, well, shit, he out here getting money. They don't care if I'm getting money legit. Now, they don't care that I don't sell dope or none of that shit. I'm selling shea butter t-shirts. Niggas don't give a fuck about that. If they feel like I got money, they gonna want to rob me.
They'll rob the goddamn instant man if they could.
I'm telling you, I done seen too many pizza mans and niggas rob the pizza man down here. You feel me? This nigga ain't got nothing but a good $20, $40, $50 on him. Ain't made but 2 damn deliveries and they done rob the shit out of him. You like, goddamn, bro, you gonna rob the pizza man? Hell yeah. So if a motherfucker rob the pizza man, they'll rob me. So of course, you know, when I move, I'm always moving. I don't sit still for shit.
Yeah.
Because I know my people. I hate that my people like that because I don't want my people to be like that.
Yeah.
But the selfishness and the greed that's in us and the envy and the hate, we don't care. You know what I'm saying? We want what we want and we willing to take it by force. We don't care if you got 3 kids and you married and you ain't even be in the streets no more or never did really fuck with the shit like that. We don't care about that shit.
I seen this one girl on Instagram. I can't remember her name. She a rapper or something. I think she City Girls, I believe, JT or some shit like that. She had made a post and was like, before I go broke, I'll steal your identity. And I was like, damn. I can see it, but damn, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just to be so outright with a crime that you could commit, to me, I don't know. And I'm not that old. But this new gangster shit is just weird. People didn't broadcast their crime.
But that's what they promote now in the industry. That's kind of the culture. That's where the culture going now. You know, it's all about black folks being criminals. It kills me because a lot of black people get mad when the Caucasoid call us super predators like Biden and criminals. Yeah. And they get offended, but then to post some fucked up shit like that.
Yeah.
you promoting criminality. You promoting that you are a criminal. So why would you be mad?
And then you got motherfuckers that's like, yeah, hell yeah. I understand where you coming from, young lady. Because you got to do what you got to do. But to be outright.
But she ain't gonna do nothing but stealing shit from her own people, though.
No.
But see, that's what a lot of motherfuckers don't understand. We so jealous and envious that we'll take from our own. And that's standing right next to us. Nigga grew up with us the whole time. Nigga be like, oh, that nigga shining, he got more money than me. I'm gonna set him up and rob.
New shoes, new.
And you like, damn, bro, for real though?
Yeah. Let's say what Warren G said. I think it's going down.
I can't believe it's happening in my own town.
That nigga said he wanted wings.
Right. He said he looked at the brother and said, damn, what's next? You know, he took his watch.
Took my Rolex.
Nah, what he say? He took his ring. He took his Rolex. He looked at the brother and said, damn, what's next?
Nate Dogg, I need you. Yeah, that shit is fucked up. But it's funny. I know I gotta warp that sense of humor, but it's like,
it's
man,
true though.
Real.
It's true. And that's my whole thing. Like, we need to come to some kind of understanding that we not gonna do our people in this manner. And that's what I'm saying. Like, in order for the shit to stop, it has to be taught. In order for it to be taught, somebody got to get out here and teach these youngsters.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers too afraid because these youngsters so gun-ho. Motherfucker like, shit, I ain't teaching them shit. They ain't finna kill me.
Yeah.
But somebody got to start some kind of open dialogue with these youngsters, man, and let them know. Because, shit, most of their dad is either dead or in jail. So they don't got no male figure. They don't know what it is to be a man. They weren't taught how to be a man or stand on their own. All they was taught was what they see in these motherfucking videos. And what these mammies teach them and what some of these young niggas teach them when they were young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can't be so harsh when you say mammies now, damn it.
Mamas.
Oh, thank you.
Mamas.
I'm saying.
Mama.
Because you can't give the black man.
Well, I can't.
Can
but
I finish?
well, wait.
Okay.
You saying that, but is it fair for me to say young niggas? I can't say mammies. You don't want me to say mammies, but you don't have a problem with me saying young niggas.
But you said they daddies.
You know,
daddies is either dead or in jail.
Yeah.
But
Well, Well, you right, and I'm admitting them. You right. I take it back. They mothers.
Yeah.
Or as the Migos say, they mamas.
Mama. But because the thing is, like, from the get-go, nothing is taught correctly. So
on both ends.
And that's the sad part, because even if they just have that mother figure, she still ain't necessarily correct, because she going off of hurt and being strong all at the same time. That's like, nah, that's a tornado of bullshit right there. And then he got to endure it all, because who he look like?
It's daddy.
You know, so it's messed up, but it's messed up, man, because I've been seeing remember that girl video we was watching? She was at the gas station. She was talking shit. I don't know where she pulled that gun from, but that was a minty skirt she had on. She pulled that big yappa out and blew that boy fucking head off. You remember that video? In Atlanta?
She wasn't in the car, was she? I thought she was robbing
wasn't
him.
in the car. She just walked up and was saying something and pulled that gun out her skirt.
Yeah, at the gas station. Yeah, I remember that.
I motherfucking idolized goddamn Miss Griselda. And I'm like, hold up, little bitch. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, Griselda didn't touch shit. This girl straight up pulled a gun from under her skirt, and it was a camera right there. She ain't look for no camera. No.
She did. She did look up at the camera. She ain't care. That's the culture that we living in. That's how we being raised. We raised to do all this. Man, listen, I'm telling you, if you go back to the culture, at first it was, the fight the oppression culture. With people like KRS-One, which I love this man. Like, I still listen to this man.
And his book off the chisel.
I love this man. Like, he literally spit a lot of good knowledge to black people. It's so many groups and so many people.
Yeah.
You know, but who always rang the bell in my mind is KRS-One. You know, because he one of the brothers that actually made me think outside of being a hood nigga.
Yeah.
He actually started bringing shit to light for me, and I'm like, damn, I ain't never thought about it like that. I ain't really understand this. He helped me get a true understanding on the life of a black man, where we come from, how we are, why we are, and how we got to this point today.
And the thing is, we have to get to a point where you can't rap songs. It tell you what to think. So at what point do you get to where you're tired of being told what to think? That's when you learn how to break them chains. I remember one time my ending statement was learn how to die. That means let go of all that bullshit that don't serve you now. You need to learn how to think, not be told what the fuck to think. If that's the case, you okay with bondage. You okay with being oppressed. No. KRS-One tells you that if you can learn how to fucking think for yourself, you are a walking God. But do we want to uphold that? Because calling yourself a God, you really holding yourself up to some standards. But do niggas want standards?
No, not at all.
Because you have to think, should I kill this nigga?
I have got to the point where I feel like I'm putting my gun down. I would rather try to talk to people with my words than to be trying to shoot a motherfucker. You know, especially my peoples. You know, I think I'm not too quick to pull a gun out on my own people. I'd rather just be like, okay, you know, you mad, you frustrated, I get it. No disrespect, but we can agree to disagree and keep it moving. You know, I don't want no problems. You know, whatever it is, I apologize. You know, if I stepped on your shoe, or if we bumped into each other, whatever it may have been for me to offend you, I apologize. I think that's something that we was never taught. You know, we was taught if a motherfucker step on my shoe, it's disrespect.
Yeah.
But could it have been an accident? Could it have been, you know, y'all was just too close for comfort and he scuffed your shoe a little bit by accident? It wasn't purposely. Cause I done seen it happen one too many times. I done seen motherfucker get beat up for that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? It's just a shoe. Go home and clean that shit, bro. It'll be all right.
I think, you know, we don't think. We don't think and we don't want to. It's just...
You can't think when your mind being controlled by the TV and videos and shit.
Yeah.
Cause that's what it is. Man, you could talk to any motherfucker that's right now under 25 and under. They all hollering the same shit. This young nigga shit. Oh, nigga, we got the mops, we the mops, blase, blase. We this, we that, we that. You really ain't nothing. Cause you sitting at home quoting all this shit you hear these boys put out in the music industry. Which we don't sit on the top of the music industry. We don't sit on top of the video industry. Motherfuckers making trillions of dollars off of YouTube, off of black folks. And they not seeing that money. Cause guess what? All these rappers that done died, that album soaring and music soaring and video soaring, who getting that money? Cause they family ain't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can look and see. Wait a minute. You can look and see right now the number one black artist on YouTube. I guarantee you, if he dead, his family ain't getting that money from YouTube. Who own YouTube?
And you know what's funny?
Not black folks.
Not black folks. And you know what's funny? You do have the ones that kind of had better guidance.
Yeah.
When they did die, they did have their masters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even sadder because his rocket was just
taking off. You talking about Pop Smoke?
Yeah, Pop Smoke. Young King Von had all his masters. Juice WRLD, he had all his. And it's sad because y'all niggas learned from other niggas fucking up, not owning theyself. And then y'all life was shortly lived. That's sad. It's sad. Because if you can think, wait a minute, I don't own myself. Let me motherfucking pull these motherfuckers out of my pocket. Because I need all me. This is all my talent. And then, boom. It's sad. It's sad.
It's definitely sad. You know, it's a sad day in rap. You know, it's a sad era. You know, it ain't even a day. It's a sad era in hip hop, rap. You know, or the black culture. However you want to put it. You know, depending on how you want to label all this shit the same. That you can't even like an artist these days that's under 25 because they're not living long. They're not living long.
Not living long. And
I'm afraid to say a young nigga name I like because I don't know how long he gonna live. Like, real talk, that's what it is for me. It's like every time I'm like, yeah, I heard this shit, I like this shit, it's alright. Then turn around, that nigga dead. I'm like, damn, bro, I just got on your shit.
Yeah.
But that's how it's been. You know, that's the wave that's going on now. And as long as this killer mentality wave continue in the black culture, a lot of black folks gonna die behind this shit. You know, behind this gang culture, behind this rap culture, behind all of this shit. You know, and that's what killed me, because you got these youngsters out here listening and soaking that shit in and like, nigga, I listen to NBA Youngboy. He said I gotta get out of here and slide on these niggas. You know, I gotta call up my homeboys and call them ops. We finna shoot this house up.
And it's
like,
fucked
what
up.
the fuck?
It's fucked up because it's like, that nigga didn't say that. What he did was gave you a story, nigga. You personalized it.
Right.
You customized it.
Right. But see, that's the problem, because most of these young niggas saying, oh, nigga, I live by what I rap.
Yeah.
See, so even though you saying somebody took the story, customized it, so did they.
Yeah.
Because you can't rap this shit and then say I live by what I rap and expect people not to believe it.
Yeah, you gotta have I feel like growing up in this world, because when you growing up, you impressionable, especially if you don't have that parental guidance. Even though, you know, I had my stepdad and my mama, you know what I'm saying? Music was my outlet.
Definitely.
My first CD I ever had was The Blueprint. And the next album was Marshall Mathers. You see what I'm saying? So I was a confused motherfucker. Then here come Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
What?
Nigga, I got that Hot Boys album. Nigga, I was running down the street with my shirt off. Boy, you know what I'm saying? Young nigga out here. You know what I'm saying?
And think about how hot it was when he came out with the goddamn movie.
Man.
Visualization.
I'm telling you.
Come on now, and it's just like, man, our parents could have did better, because at some point we wasn't stable. You know what I'm saying? We had a whole bunch. With me growing up from the South and living in the North for a while, and then coming back to the South, it was
culture shock.
Man.
Yeah.
It really was, because going up north from being down here for so long, number one, you were outcast, because everybody thought you was this country stupid bumpkin. You didn't know shit. And then when you kind of smushed into they style, it's like, you alright, you know what I'm saying? But you had to overcompensate, because everybody still knew or thought that you were this country, weird ass country bumpkin. Because for some odd reason, motherfuckers up there think it's dirt roads and we don't wear shoes and shit and coats and shit like that.
Motherfucker, I'm from the city.
Yeah, and it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
The South gotta sit, you know.
That's how it was in Kentucky.
Yeah.
In Kentucky, just as country as goddamn. Actually, it's worse than Tennessee, but them motherfuckers swore we was more country than them. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean, bro? Like, I'm from the city, bro. My city name Chattanooga. Boy, we got a city. We don't got...
Chatter what?
Chattanooga.
Chatter what?
Chattanooga. Nah, Chattanooga, boy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna play me like that. You know, we ain't motherfucking hills have eyes people. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they think. Well, you know, me growing, that's what people think. And it's just like, no, you have the wrong, you know what I'm saying? You're wrong. You trying to prove that shit.
Just like I told them, you know, we got choppers and K's and whatever you want. We got all kind of guns too, bro. I don't live in the country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no motherfucking cows round my way, but now it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I realize that country life is really straight, though. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't too shabby.
It ain't too shabby living in the country, motherfuckers. You criticize me for being country. Listen, I'm like, what's them boys name? Oh, no, hell no, boy. Y'all done up and done it.
Oh, man.
Right. Them country boys.
What they at? Yo.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like that now. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you transition from the city to a whole nother city living in the country, it's a different atmosphere. It's a different feeling. It's actually, for me, it was a sign of relief because, hell, I wasn't sleeping number 2-3 hours out of motherfucking day because I'm watching motherfuckers in my cameras, motherfuckers trying to kick in my back door, you motherfuckers running into our cars, trees falling into the houses, motherfuckers fighting next door, you know, all kind of shit. I ain't dealing with that shit like that around here, you know, except for the motherfucker behind me. You know, but down, I don't stuff that shit. Yeah. You're right. Down cross that goddamn gun line, boss. You know?
Yeah. It is different. I was a nervous wreck living in the countryside. Because going from...
You gotta be home before it get dark in the country.
Oh, hell yeah. Because from living in Tennessee or Chattanooga, which is a big city compared to what I thought growing up, moving to Detroit and then spending time in Florida and then coming back to Tennessee and then moving to Cleveland, I was like, this shit ain't sitting too well with me. This quiet shit chirping shit. I can hear crickets and
right.
shit.
First time you done heard crickets chirping your whole fucking
like,
life.
Why you ain't sleeping good? Cause I don't hear no police,
right.
no ambulance,
no cars
nothing.
irking out, no nothing. Nobody fighting, nobody arguing. I ain't hearing shit.
This shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But you fall into it. And now when I go to the city, I be itching. I be like, let's get the fuck out of this place.
Everything be suspect.
Yeah,
everything be suspect.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You like, woo. So I get it. But I like it. Like I said, I really was considering moving back. But shit.
The city getting worse, though. You know, that's the worst part about it. You know, being born and raised in Chattanooga, it's like the more generations pass, the worse that shit get. It's like, damn.
It be almost your cousin, too. You
right.
know what I'm saying? It be almost family that do some old wacky shit, and then it be you family that do some wacky shit. You be like, God damn. Yeah, I'm related to them motherfuckers.
So we're going to end on this note. This is season 1, episode 20. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this season, for supporting, sharing, you know, liking, listening. You know, if you have any disagreements, like I did in the earlier podcast on part 1, you can definitely email me at xtennessee@gmail.com. Or if you feel like you want to participate, you know, join in. I have no problem with bringing anybody in, no matter where you from, who you are, what you represent. It doesn't matter, you know. It'll definitely be from your perspective, you know, and your people if you're not black. So we can go there or anywhere else. We can talk about whatever, politics, and hell, we can talk about black people loving chicken. I don't give a damn.
Well, wait a minute, man.
Yeah, we are vegetarians, though. Right. We are vegetarians, but the truth of the matter, we ain't gonna get off into that right now. That, like I said, that's just
saying.
Right. But it's true, though. It's true. Right?
I thought you was talking about us.
No, not us. We vegetarians. We've been vegetarians going on 3 years now. Mm-hmm. So, I really appreciate everybody for listening. Like I said, shout out to the U.S. It's so many people. Singapore, Ireland, Australia. If I forget your country, I'm sorry. You know, it's no, because we are in a couple of different countries. You know, and I do appreciate y'all support. Shout out to my Detroit people. You know, much love. Shout out to my family, you know, who do listen and support. Shout out to Who else?
Everybody.
Everybody in them. Earl in them, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? But we do plan on coming with a season 2. You know, we trying to include more people in the conversation, in the broadcast. We definitely look forward to that. You know, like I said, I shot my email. So if you feel like you want to bring up a topic that you don't even have to participate in, that's cool too. If you want to, that's cool. It doesn't matter. Please don't hesitate. Go ahead and email me. You know, and it's a wrap. This is the end of the season. Sad to see you go.
Oh, don't say it like that.
Well, don't say it like that. Well, we be back. You know, I don't know. We might take a little sabbatical. We might take.
Leave little homie on stuck like.
We ain't gonna leave little homie on stuck. We're gonna try to line some stuff up before we jump back on here for season 2 with some people and get a pop.
What do you mean like lining up? Like you gonna do it and I just show up, or we gonna have to plan and stuff? I don't like that.
Nah, we won't have to plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if people want to participate. You already got a couple of people in mind, so we'll go from there. You know.
That's cool.
To my Detroit fam, you know, y'all definitely welcome to come on the show. I would love it, you know. It doesn't matter. If y'all just want to listen, that's cool too. And that's it. That's all. I think I'm done. I know that was a long shout out, but it had to be done.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
I think we should do like a man, you know what would be awesome if we do like stuff with helping each other, like how we talked about credit, we actually incorporate to where it's like free. You know what I'm saying? Suggestions with credit and book reading and shit like that, like books to name and shit like that. I think that would be awesome to do.
Okay. You get it situated, we'll do. I guess that can be the first episode of season 2 then.
Yeah, okay.
It don't have to be.
No, that's fine. We can work it out.
Thank y'all for taking this journey. And we'll catch you on season 2. Get ready. Be patient. And we coming back.